Hello, friends. Oftentimes in life, we find doubt and often seek answers to the various problems which trouble us in life. But what if I told you that there was an answer? A universal answer, as a matter of fact. The answer to life's problems is God. Find peace in Jesus. This can be seen in John chapter 14, verse 6, where Jesus explains that He is the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through Him. In this, we find that Jesus is the one who teaches us how to live our lives in the correct way. Now, here are some verses that I like to read, which help me trust God on a daily basis. The first verse I would like to read is Psalms chapter 40, verses 1 through 4. I waited patiently for the Lord, and He inclined to me and heard my cry. He also brought me up out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my steps. He has put a new song in my mouth. Praise to our God. Many will see it and fear, and will trust in the Lord. Blessed is that man who makes the Lord his trust, and does not respect the proud, nor such as turn aside to the lies. Basically, in this verse, what I see is that when you cry out to the Lord for help, He will always be there to answer your prayers, and He will always be there to help you, because the Lord loves you, and He is your Father. I can also testify to this verse because in Psalms chapter 40, verse 2, it says, He also brought me out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet up upon a rock, and established my steps, put a new song in my mouth, praise to our God. So basically what that's saying to me is like, God can take you out of the bad situations in your life and put you into situations that are even better for you. Because like, personally, I know that I used to play basketball, and the people there were not very supportive of me. Like the teammates on that team, it was not a good environment. But I knew that like I just needed to trust in the Lord. Even though I got cut from the team, I knew that God had another plan in store for me. I still wanted to compete in sports, like by all means. And I knew that God knew that I still had that competitive nature in me. And He put me into to volleyball, where I found like a supporting cast. I found new friends in my life, and surrounded me with a lot more people who are around God. It's allowing me to truly pursue Christianity better than I would have been in basketball. So I thank God for putting me in a new situation like that. And that's my first verse. All right, my second verse is Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verses 4 through 6. He who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap. As you do not know what is the way of the wind, or how the bones grow in the womb or of her who is with child, so you do not know the works of God who makes everything. In the morning sow your seed, and in the evening do not withhold your hand, for you do not know which will prosper, either this or that, or whether both alike will be good. Basically, what this verse is saying is like, we can't like trust off of our own judgment, because like it says here in chapter 11, verse 6, it says, in the evening do not withhold your hand, for you do not know which will prosper. Because we do not know which is the correct decision. Only God knows which is right for us. Because we could be going down like a bad route. Like who knows? Like you could be making the wrong decision. Don't make decisions based off your own judgment, because the Lord knows better for you. Always just trust in God and listen to the signs that the Lord has blessed before you, because there's always something better in store for you. My final verse is Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. All right, basically what I like about this verse is it's basically God welcoming us with open arms. He's telling us to put our faith in Him, and He will allow us to rest and have peace. As it says here in verse 28, it says, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He will give us rest, and He will allow us to have peace in the midst of troubling situations. So trust God. One thing that I like to always live by is never tell God how big your storm is. Tell the storm how big your God is. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.